Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. I don't know what this is going to say about us here, so I need to update somehow. All right. Maybe I'll have a little bit of a minute here to do that.
It's casual,
Yeah. Captions. There we go. Oh, yeah. Crap. Okay. All right. I don't see anybody on here just yet, so that's good. While I get this together. It's because I don't have anything up yet, so I got to get this going. Oh, no. Nope. All right. Okay. I don't see anybody up here just yet either. I know why. I've got to get this saved out here. All right. God damn it. Whoa. All right. Hopefully this will get some peoples on here. I hate this because I didn't even get to. Oh my goodness. Well.
I think I look like the church lady.
Possibly. Oh gosh. Well, let's see here. Let me see something else too while we're here.
Rose, hi.
Hello, Rose. I was like, I can't see that anybody is watching, so I'm glad that somebody's on here. I don't know what has what's changed, but that's interesting. Yeah. Hello. Let's see.
Welcome. Thank you very much, Rose. Thank you for subbing and liking.
Yes, that is a great way to support our channel. We really appreciate you.
Is there a question you have for the cards tonight?
Yes, that can be answered with a yes or no. Do you have any questions for us tonight for tarot? Gosh, I can't believe that I don't see anybody. I don't see anything going on here. So I guess we should just go like somebody here.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
going to
see a
do
little
this.
kitty cat in.
You see a kitty cat?
I was saying, I see a kitty cat in Rose's little icon.
Oh, I do too. Oh, I love that. Yay. All right, so let's do some generic questions.
Okay.
All right. Will this week bring clarity? Will this week bring
Will
clarity?
this week bring any clarity? About?
This clarity.
Yeah, okay.
I'm ready. Ooh, I got the 5 of Swords.
And I got the 10 of Rods.
Wow. It seems like a lot of people are really kind of going through it right now. And the question is will this week bring clarity? I don't know. What do you think about that as far as bringing clarity? 5 of Swords.
I feel like the clarity that we're going to get is not clarity that is not like information we wanted to have.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree with that.
there are certain people who just always have to kind of come out on top, and it kind of makes more work for the rest of us.
Yeah, that's not really a yes or no, I think. I think that is what it is. Yeah. Right. Okay,
Well,
let's
if you
see.
went by both of those, they would both be a no. So,
Right. Yeah, I mean they would be a no. So
yeah.
let's see here. Oh, I keep trying to use my my mouse on my phone and it's because I'm trying to look at my phone for these questions, you know. Okay, 10 seconds left in life. You won't be trusting cards to help you. Jesus is the only one who can help and save you. Any other way is false. Choose wisely. Okay,
Hey,
let's.
Brown
The
T-Rex.
question.
No, wait. There is no one right way to live, my friend.
No, there isn't.
Sorry.
There isn't. No, what I want to say to that is let's draw a card about a yes or no on is Jesus the only way?
Okay, we'll do that.
For J. Brown Trex.
Is Jesus the only way?
My card says no.
Mine says the jury is still
Your
out.
card says no. The jury is still out on that one. I guess the proof is in the pudding. We're in Missouri, so.
All right. Well,
I'm in Missouri, so you kind of have to show. That's the answer. No, Jesus is not the only Savior. You know, you can yourself, love yourself. Thanks for the information. Hello, Manuel from Chicago. Well, we're really not doing any specific general readings. I guess we could just go ahead and, like if you If
Well, we can give
Manuel,
you a positive or negative, and I can
yeah,
say
I
I
was
can
gonna
say this is what your month of May might be like, right?
yes, yeah, maybe we'll just each draw a card and we'll give a little bit of some guidance from those instead of just yes or no.
Okay.
Just for funsies.
For funsies, and it's love. Don't forget, there's new love in our friend's life here. So
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm a Cancer and there's a new love in my life. Ooh, I better switch decks. Switch
yes.
decks.
All right, I'm ready.
Sorry, I had to. Ooh.
Well, you got the Three of Wands.
Ooh.
I got the Star.
Yes,
This is a fresh start, friends. This is a really good beginning place that you're at. Not the first time you've begun. This is more of a starting over point in your life, Manuel, but definitely very positive, taking care of yourself, looking forward to beautiful things ahead of you. It sounds positive for your love life.
It does. And I want to say this Three of Wands, I want to put it up close. Like that is someone sitting and literally manifesting like it looks like a heart that they have that she has in her hand, like manifesting this love to come in. So this new love might really be a good match because if she's been asking for this particular person to come in and then all of a sudden you're in this love, then what is that, the star card
That's
down
the
there?
Star card.
Oh, I love that star card. I've pulled that for a client
Mhm.
before several times and she's right on point. So yes, it looks like there is definitely some good love in the future.
Yes.
And it really does look like, that one or both of you think that that is something that was really truly blessed and manifested,
Absolutely.
and that it's a really good match. So if you're feeling overly giddy about it, it's okay to feel that way. Okay, not everything that feels too good is like it. What is that saying? If it's too
To be
good
true.
to be true? Yeah. No, not like that in love
Yeah,
sometimes. You gotta put yourself out there.
definitely. And you got to
S
trust yourself when you're feeling that too.
Right. And I would definitely say like this person is definitely ready. It looks like they're just handing out the light that they're, like they've healed from the past relationships they've had or just some past things that they've been going through. And now they know for a fact that they're ready to move on and to be in a relationship and that they're healthy enough to get there and they can see the light and they've called you in. So I think you're heading for at least a fun summer.
Nova Magic TV wants to know what kind of work am I meant to do?
Well, we're asking we're answering yes or no questions. What kind of work am I meant to do? We can't really answer. I mean, that's just not. What do you
Okay,
think,
well, I'm
Mel?
going to pull a card on it though and see what I can find out.
Okay, well, I'll pull a card on it.
Like every time we say yes or no, we get a question that's not a yes or no, but
Right.
what kind of work am I meant to do? Let me pull this other. Hello, Miriam
I know. I really
Fernandez.
need to show already.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello, Nova
Miriam.
Magic TV. What kind of work are you meant to do? Ooh,
What's
the
yours?
Fool.
The Fool. Oh, yeah, something really new, huh?
Yeah, well, and then yours is the Four of Swords, which is literally
Yeah,
like take a
time to take a
break.
break. Right. But also when I drew that Four of Swords and started looking at it in the context of what Nova is asking about, maybe it is something that is just that requires less physical
Uh-huh.
work. Maybe it is something that you get to use your brain more often,
Uh-huh.
instead of your
It's
body.
something new and different from
Uh,
what you have been doing. Okay.
right. And it may really be in the form of taking care of ... Like maybe it's taking care of yourself for a hot minute, like your health and everything. Maybe it is that you're in a caretaking position. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something new. And I really just do think that it's kind of a break from some physical labor and or just physical. I see the swords there, and that's always information. So maybe it is both ends. Like maybe you're in a place where, sorry, I'm a psychic. You're in a place where
buffering.
I know, buffering. I'm sorry. It's really hard to hear sometimes. Maybe it is that you're in a place where you're really kind of, unhappy in your mind about what you're doing. Your brain just can't deal with anymore, and it's kind of like you've just given up on what it is that you're doing now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So I think that there's something new for sure. And probably nothing that you're used to doing or nothing that you thought you might
that
do.
Fool card says, and now for something completely different. All right. And what I would say in addition to that is, for something completely different, let it be something that's really a heck yeah, even if you're not entirely sure what it is you're getting into or what the repercussions are, like, you really want to feel super yes about it. Okay.
Yeah, like hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah. Definitely new beginnings coming your way. So, really be open to possibilities and really kind of dream about. I like to use this as an example. I just found out, and maybe I'm just like in the dark, but I just found out that there's such a thing as a job training robots for normal choreography, like just to walk normally and even to move in, like a different kind of way than they're normal. And so I think that right now, if you can find a space where there's somewhere that you can, make enough money to live on, then, create it. You make your own certification, like for real, like make yourself the guru on something that you absolutely love, and then tell everybody else how to be the guru on something that you absolutely love. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we've got Miriam asking, will I marry the person who I'm with?
Oh, Miriam.
That's a serious, that's a very serious. Hi, Rose. Glad you're back. Nova, it's all good. Miriam, you're in the hot seat while I marry the person who I'm with. I just want to say, don't take what we say here in these cards like to heart, okay? Obviously you're already thinking about something, and if this resonates with you, please still give it some more thought or what have you, all right? So don't take it to be the end all be all, okay? So will I marry the person who I'm with? Yeah. Yes. What's yours, Mel? Oh, yes. I mean, I love the world card for that too. Like, so, I mean, I think that both of you think the world of each other. That's always what comes out when in love, when I see the world card. And, it's just a full circle. So a full circle moment in a relationship, sometimes if that's what you like to do, is get married.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's a very good possibility that you will get married to this person, especially if you think that they're your world. Now, if you don't think that they're your world, you might think about that.
What kind of clarification do you need, Miriam? Go ahead. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. A song just came into my head was...
Oh, hello, Christchurch.
Hello,
hello, Mama T.
Hello, Mama T.
I don't know if this is our friend or not, but we have a friend who lives in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Yes, we do.
So if you're her, which I cannot see, hello. All right, Miriam, is that it? I'm going to go on to another question. I'm going to go up to love questions here. And Let's see here. Should I give them another chance? That's one I hear a lot. Miriam, please Miriam, ask.
You have to ask. You have to make sure.
Just ask. Like, hey, like, I feel like you're my whole entire world and I want to spend the rest of my life with you, whatever that means. And that person should be able to reciprocate that.
Yes, they should not hesitate. Okay.
Yeah, if that's not your normal, they might hesitate for a minute, be like, are you okay? But all right. So what was the question that I was going to ask? Oh, should I give them another chance?
Let's see.
Yes or no?
What do I have here?
I have the 9 of Pentacles.
I have the Knight of Wands in reverse.
A Knight of Wands in reverse. So should I give them another chance?
No.
No, I would say that reverse card alone says just no.
Yeah.
And this one says, you know what? You're really comfortable in the place that you're in now. So, like you've built something now that you've gotten away from that relationship. You've taken care of yourself. You've maybe even gotten a pet or 2 or 3, and you've just kind of gotten your shit together, so it's not time to take them back. It's not time to give them another chance, like, especially if it messes up what you've built without them. Like some people will come back after they see you doing good. Like after you've done the work.
Okay, Araz is in here. I think we spoke with Araz last week, and
hi.
Araz says, I'm in a separation from 9+ months. Is there any chance for reconciliation?
I remember that. Mel, please use your deck. That is the deck that I used for that love spell that came true. And that was a separation between a couple over a year, and without any contact. And I did a love spell and they had contact again. It doesn't mean that they got back together. It just means that they did get contact and they got closure, and now they're moving on. It was beautiful.
Yes, there is a chance for reconciliation. Okay.
There is a chance for reconciliation.
But I want you to think for yourself about what ultimate happiness will mean, okay?
I can't believe you said that. Ultimate happiness. I drew an Ace of Cups just while we were talking. Ultimate happiness.
Ultimate happiness is available to you. I hope it's in the form of this reconciliation you're asking for. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you so much.
Not bad. Right. Okay, so Manuel, I would like to know if Janet Priya will get back together. She's a Gemini and I'm a Cancer. We just broke up a month ago. Is it over or is there a chance?
Okay, Manuel.
Okay, Manuel. Manuel, I want to say this out loud because my therapist told me this, and I thought it was pretty dead on. But sometimes in a relationship, if there is a power dynamic at play, like if both of you are trying to be like the head of the household, or both of you are competing in your relationship as opposed to, being in relationship one another, then it may be not the best.
Right.
Okay. I'm just saying. All right, let's see here. You ready?
One moment. Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, what's yours? Is that 5 of Pentacles?
6 of Pentacles.
Ooh, the 6 of Pentacles. Isn't that,
you got the 7 of Pentacles?
Yeah, I've got the 7 of Pentacles, and that 7 of Pentacles is like, when I see that is a she has like a bread basket, almost a cornucopia.
Oh, right. Yes.
It's a bunch of food. And so maybe it is that you can get together and have a meal to talk about it. And maybe there's an opportunity for you to, maybe it is that you're going to see them out somewhere having a meal. Yeah. But look, there's a lot of eyes there. So there's either a lot of people or there's a lot of protection around this person. Mm-hmm. So if you see this person out, shopping, grocery store, eating.
If you bump into them
Gosh,
anywhere.
yes, if you bump into them anywhere, just keep it light. The 6 of Pentacles says keep it light, right?
Yeah.
6 of Pentacles is what interpret that, Mel.
Well, I think that it's a little bit here about being fair in our interactions. Okay, so if you see this person in public, if you happen to bump into them, in an open space, let's be fair with them by like not asking them to have like a big deep conversation right then and there.
Right, asking a bunch
We
of
want
questions.
to do what's appropriate in the moment. Be kind to the other person. That will go a long way toward reconciliation if one is available to you, and sort of keeping it light, taking it easy, not having to get too serious in your conversation with this person will make it easier the next time you're going to meet them. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, and when you were saying that, I agree wholeheartedly, and those jewels, like, that's kind of, to me, light conversation. Just keep it real light at first, okay, and see what the energy is there, and, like, quite honestly, if you're there in that moment and you really kind of pick up the energy, you're gonna know the answer to that question without these cards, So I think that you're gonna be able to be around them or see them in a way that's gonna allow you to know that, yeah, this isn't it, and maybe it is that you see them with someone else, unfortunately.
Maybe.
Sometimes it does really happen, and sometimes that's what's needed for everyone to go forward. But I'm not saying that that's your situation, I'm just saying, like, you might see that person. So reaction is everything, if you care about this person, just be kind, talk the normal niceties, and be on your way and see how you feel about it. All right, so Mama T has a question. Will my ex and myself get back after over 20 years as we have been on a healing journey, but I'm not? I've been on my healing journey with no partners at all. Okay. 61-year-old Pisces. Okay. Pisces. I have a Pisces moon.
Okay. All right, Mama T. So obviously this is a conversation that you're having or like a consideration. Hopefully your ex knows this is something that you're thinking about.
Right.
There's always the guidance to talk to the people that we want to know information from. Okay, so it's not that we won't give any cards on it, but definitely you can't get back together with somebody you haven't had a conversation with. Okay, all right.
Right.
So are you ready?
Are you
Jennifer?
ready?
What do
Yep.
I have? Oh, the moon.
I've got the 8 of Cups.
The moon and the 8 of Cups.
Wow, it's almost like the moon is shining on both of. The moon is shining on both of these cards. So this is a lot of, for me, this 8 of Cups is still turning away from the old stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, so maybe this is just about your healing journey. Maybe it is that you're walking away from whatever fill in the blank X, not your ex, but whatever that is that you're walking away from. So,
yeah, with the moon. Hi, Timothy Riley. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Timothy.
With the moon, to me, that speaks of mystery. That just speaks of like, maybe it's not happening. Things are not going to happen the way you think that they're going to happen. And it's an important
That's a
time to be
beautiful
listening
card.
to your body and your inner guidance, but not necessarily like trying to make any decisions.
Right. It's just important that if you're in this space here, like, that's not a bad space. It looks like you've turned your back and the light has been shining on you, that you've got some new information, you've got some new way forward, and maybe that is just your path to continue without pushing backward at all.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely, if you're interacting with this person, your ex from 20 years ago, you've possibly been shown things that are new about them, shown things that that you like or liked before that are old about them that were good before. But eventually you're going to also see some of the things that you didn't miss. Okay. When you see those things that you didn't miss, understand, like, really give it to yourself, allow yourself to feel how much that kind of behavior has let you down in the past. Okay. So, allow yourself to be realistic about your reasons for having not been with that person in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
not a total yes on that, Mama T. I'm sorry.
Right. I would guess there's a lot of water, so there was a lot of emotions attached to that. And when I see those cards and then you tell me that you're a Pisces, like, I know for a fact that a lot of my fellow Piscean have addiction problems with drinking, just excessive amounts of because it's how we try to numb our feelings. So I know a lot of people who drink. I personally obviously eat. We just kind of push those codependencies around, and right now I'm doing a little bit of everything. But so if your journey was to walk away from something, and if you both were walking away because you couldn't do the healing yourself, or like you had to do the healing by yourself but the other person had some help, like, it's maybe there's still a little bit of resentment there, and so yeah. So if you're seeing this person again somewhere, like on social media, and they look happy and you feel like you want to reach out to them, I also want to remind you that social media is social media, and people put up there exactly what you want to see of them. I've learned that the hard way a lot of times.
Yes.
All right. So, Sully, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Sully or Seely Tucker.
Hi,
I'm
Sully
a
or Seely.
Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn rising. What lies ahead of me? Okay, so we'll just draw 2 cards and give a really quick.
What lies ahead of you? Are you talking about the near future? How about this, Jennifer? You take the near future, and I will take the not so near future.
Okay, so what lies ahead of me in the near future? Oh, I want to say that this is not just heartbreak, but healing. But yeah, near future. So if you're really concerned about something that you probably already know, that thing may come into fruition. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, this card is also to me a little bit of a rejection as protection. Like those 3 swords went in there, like 3 swords. You stayed long enough, like you put up with stuff long enough. So while it's going to be difficult, I think the near future is going to be, feeling a little bit like this, but also, full of healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That 3 of swords always reminds me also of the importance of forgiveness, because that's part of healing, forgiving ourselves for, stuff that we didn't get right one time, or forgiving other people for things they didn't get right with us. Sometimes that can do a lot to take the load off. And for the distant future, the world is your oyster, my friend. It says,
wow, I love that. It's a pearl.
Yeah.
I would have to say, like, especially if that pearl is a whole lot to me. Like, that is like a full circle moment.
Here. Hi, Yadira.
Hello. That makes me happy. Yes, I love that. Like, kind of the world, like, that looks to me like a pearl. And it just seems like a full circle moment. Like, maybe it is, there's, like, if you're not starting a family, maybe you're starting a family. But go ahead, Mel. I'm sorry.
Sully, this card came out in answer to the question, like, what's in the distant future? What lies ahead of you in the distant future? And this is really just an invitation to make up your mind about that. Really, like, what fires you up? What gets you excited? What can you see yourself doing down the road? Ooh. You can make those plans now. You can discover what it takes to become that. and you can go and do it. It's entirely up to you.
Regardless of this.
Regardless of that.
Regardless of that. Like, this is actually going to help you on that path there.
Yes. Yes.
Seriously.
100.
I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. All right.
Okay. So, friends, you want to move on
me.
to a generic question until somebody else
Yes.
comes up with a question in the chat?
Yes. Will I have more energy soon? Good question.
That's a good question. Okay. For those of you who wonder, will you have more energy soon?
Will you have more energy soon? What does that say? Well, let's see here. Not likely. You are busy, okay? And
something's going to have to change.
You're working yourself to death. You're really overworking. You're overdoing it. And if it's you who's taking on too much, and I don't mean just like in work, but in your relationships, it's time to let some other people, put into it.
Yes.
Yeah. You said yes. Put into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Get into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. Well, that wasn't a yes, was it? It was no.
That was a no.
No.
Well, really, like,
They have more energy
If
soon.
you want more energy, you're going to have to like get it from somewhere, right? So, however that has to happen.
Yes. Okay. How about, should I take that trip?
Oh, should I take that
yes
trip?
Or no? Should I take
I've
that
got
trip?
one on my mind that I'm wondering
Look,
about.
I mean, we have a couple on our mind, but we also watch the news about these damn airplanes.
Oh my goodness. All right. Should I take that trip?
We don't know.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a good idea right now.
Nope. I think that my card says that you didn't want to go on it in the first place. Like, somebody just like out of the blue asked you to go with them. And I don't think that you were given the opportunity to really have a word in edgewise about this trip, whatever that means.
And my card says, it's a trap.
It's a trap. For real. So the answer to the question, what was the dang question?
Should I take that trip?
Oh, should I take that trip?
It's trap.
Trap. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Especially if it wasn't your
solar for one's own rear end.
Design a solar for one.
Do I need a solar panel to get my button gear? Is that the
idea? Yes.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, we are looking into solar for some butts.
We are.
All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Will I get good news soon?
Will I get good news soon?
We may have asked that last time, but I like it.
I like it too.
Will I get good news soon? Will I get? That sounds like yes, for me.
Oh, friends! Good news is coming in. This is a card about information coming in. Okay.
Wow.
And this is a great card because it's like you got a tank full of gas on a sunny day, an open road, and 500 miles to drive. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grinding gears.
Yeah.
An older gentleman that we knew was a truck driver, and he had a very animated way of talking, and just in a really grovelly kind of ex-military voice. And he'd just be like, yep, I was just out there grinding gears. And this is a gear grinder, if I have to say. So will I get good news soon? Yes, it's on the way. If you haven't already, look and check your emails, check your spam folders, check your text messages, check that other email account you haven't checked. There's good news there. True story. One time we went back to our old house and we checked our mailbox. And of course, even though I stopped it, it was completely and totally full of mail, which also included a check, like not for $2, but over $100 worth of a check. So check your mailbox is what I'm saying.
Check your mailbox, friends. Yadira wants to know, will I ever reach my goal weight? It is an
Oh,
everyday
gosh.
struggle.
It
That
is
is
an
an
everyday
issue for all of us, my friend. We all struggle with this eating thing and this
Whew.
thing and this culture for
Mhm.
sure.
I know, because food is so good.
Because food is so good. Okay,
Food.
will she ever reach her goal weight?
What you got?
I have the King of Swords. That looks like success. And the Sun, that looks like
No,
success.
I've got the sun, so I would say yes.
This is
And you've got the King of
about
Swords.
having really good judgment, okay? So it
Right,
really is about like using your brain and being super smart about it. And I
right,
see that blade going across his head. It's like, yeah, you know what you have to cut out. All
right,
right.
right. And I see that blade there too. So, maybe when you go out to eat, they always give you extra, like cut it in half and bring half home.
Right.
And if you don't eat leftovers, maybe somebody else will, but maybe this is the time where you might eat at least the restaurant leftovers,
Yeah.
but half of them, just eat half of it,
Or if you're not going to take
um,
it home, just eat half of
right.
it. You don't have to.
Or
But
just
yay,
simply like
yes, you're going to
cutting down.
win. You'll get
Yeah.
there, my friend. You
Yeah.
will.
Just kind of keeping at it and cutting out some other things. You know what I mean?
We believe in you, Yadira.
Man, that makes me want a donut.
Everything makes you want a donut.
I know. I am the donut master. Okay, here's another. Ooh, I like this one, and I bet we did this again or last time again. Should I keep the secret?
Ooh, should I keep the secret?
Ooh, 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 ooh,
I don't
ooh,
know if I'm
ooh,
keeping any
ooh,
secrets right now.
ooh,
Are you keeping any secrets?
Wouldn't you like to know? I
I
don't
think
think I
you'll
have
be
any
safe
secrets.
for
I
that.
keep a bunch of other people's secrets. So, what was the
Should I
question?
keep the secret?
Should I keep the secret? Page of Wands.
10 of Wands. So
Ooh.
is it a burden or not?
Right. If the secret, the Page of Wands says, "Tell it." It's really weighing on you. Like, tell it.
Yeah.
Tell the secret. So,
Mhm.
should I keep this a secret? Is no. You should
No.
not. You should not keep this a secret.
Tell the secret to the appropriate person.
Fall in love with walking. I am falling in love with walking. Will me and Derek reconnect? Okay. Hello, luxury beauty. You are
Hello,
at
luxury
hot
beauty.
seat.
Are you a Libra luxury beauty or a
Ooh, yes.
Taurus? I want
Are
to
you a
know.
Libra or a Taurus?
Are you one of those Venusian types?
Venusian types. That'd
Yeah.
be me. So just I'm gonna state my big three, Mel, and you can state your big three. I am a Libra sun, Pisces moon, and Capricorn rising.
And I am an Aries sun, Aquarius moon with Cancer rising. So we have opposite sun signs and we have opposite rising signs.
Yeah, we have a lot of opposite things. It does kind of make it honestly a little difficult in our daily lives, even right down to like food, or thing. I,
Like,
I
what are
don't
you
know.
having
It's
for
kind of
dinner? I'm
odd.
having this.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
Okay, so will me and Derek reconnect? Luxury beauty. Here we go.
all right. Ooh,
Wah.
the chariot, full speed
Yes.
ahead. That's a heck yes.
I
Ace
feel
of
like
Swords
maybe
for
there's gonna be a
victory.
call or a message or something, and then you're gonna meet,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna reconnect for sure. There's gonna be a message or something. You're gonna get in contact with one another. It's coming
Mhm.
or something. It's coming in for sure.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
Yes.
The cards say so. I'm using Crystal Visions Tarot cards. I find them very romantical, darlings. And
Mhm.
then for my regular tarot deck, I have what's called Bell Bedlam. Ha ha ha.
Yes, and those are regular Rider-Waite Tarot, but they have a really cool back on them and really cool black sides.
Yes, they're little goth. I'm a goth at heart. Cancer here too. Hello. There's the back of those cards. They're just like they're black and gothy. They're black and gothy. All right, another question from my bank. Will tomorrow be a lucky day? Yeah, I mean, I don't need cards for that, but yeah, tomorrow's Friday, Venus Day.
My card says, "Don't bet the farm."
Yeah, my card says no.
It looks like a good day for thieves.
Well, right? Like it depends on what part of your, I mean, like who's getting lucky there. Like if that's you being stolen from, then it's definitely not a lucky day. But if you've gotten away with something, if you've stolen something or gotten away with something, then I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and this is just saying be conservative with your resources. Okay, so if you feel like you are going to be lucky and you want to spend money on the lottery or a bet or something like that, again, don't bet the farm. You have to be a little bit conservative and just bet what you can spare.
Right.
And if you can't spare anything, you can't spare anything, right?
Can't spare a square. Makes me think of Seinfeld. Elaine was in the bathroom and she had no toilet paper in her bathroom and she didn't know it, but she was in the bathroom with Jerry's girlfriend at the time and she was in the bathroom next to her and she put her hand under there and said, "Can you spare a square?" And the woman's like, "I can't spare a square." And she's like, "You can't spare a square?" And it was a whole thing. And she would not give her any toilet paper. Not nice.
Rude.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Should I wait? Mine says go. Yours says go too.
Mine says go too.
Yeah. So, should you wait? No, you should go on. And if that means like asking for help, should you wait to ask for help? That means no, you need to ask for help. Like do.
Right. Like, go on in there and ask for sure.
Yeah. If you need support, you need to walk it on down to the support station. Boop, boop, boop. For real.
All right.
All right. Will I find what I'm searching for?
Because I still haven't found
what I'm searching for. Now I'm just gonna think myself in the thing here. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a
not likely. You're not going to see anything if you're face down in your own woe, wallow, anxiety. You're really, you're not going to be able to find anything with blindfolds on and all tied up. Don't know what to do.
So what comes to me with this is that, wait, what was the question again?
Will I find what I'm searching for?
Okay. What comes to me with this is that, there's this certain level of self-involvement that comes with swords, because it's all about what's going on in your mind, what you're thinking, what kind of plans you're creating, what kind of communications you've been having with people. So if you're not finding what you're looking for in the conversations, in the connections you have, or in your own sort of navel gazing about it, then it's time to recognize what's not working and go do something else. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The answer is no.
The answer is no. You will not find what you're looking for down the path that you're on.
Yeah. Down the path that you're on. No.
Yeah.
All right.
Woe, despair, and agony on me. Don't invite it, friends. Don't invite it.
Hey, why isn't this thing working? There we go. All right. Will I be promoted soon?
My astrologer told me that I had to have a career change coming up.
Ooh. Oh, of course. Will I be promoted soon? Yes, on my end.
And a yes on my end here.
Yes. So if you're looking into or you're up for a promotion or the opportunity is there, I mean, hey, look, you can't get that promotion if you don't tell somebody you're interested in moving up.
Right.
Right. So even if it is telling the gossipy one who can tell the boss or, whatever it is that you need to do it so you can get it.
Right.
Get it.
Page of Swords can be a little uncertain. Page of Swords can say, oh, I don't know if I should dare to say this because I'm inexperienced, but
Right.
you don't get the experiences that you don't ask for. So.
Right. And I also have to say, like, lead with your accomplishments, like show them what you're proud of and what you've earned and what you've done. And don't be ashamed of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I feel pretty positive about that, whoever that's for. All right. Let's see here. Do you have any yes or no questions, Mel? I'm just going.
I was just reading Timothy's. It says, ever been around someone that knows you're empathic, but they abuse it on purpose? 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I work to disregard those people. Okay. You have to disregard them. You have to really, I mean, the more power you give them, the more power you give them. So, yeah. It's almost like having to turn off your empathy, isn't it? Like just toward this one person, I just have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So a yes or no question for me. Oh my goodness. I find this really hard to do.
Okay. Let's see here. Should I forgive them?
Oh, should I forgive them? Should I be using a different set of cards? Here's one. Ready?
Sorry, my hands are being stupid. The Emperor. Ooh, what do you have?
The Four of Cups.
Four of Cups. Ooh. Ooh, should I forgive them? The Emperor. I don't know. I guess the Emperor would be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a maybe. I'm going to call that a maybe. I'm feeling like completely and totally.
You want to draw another card on it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I like to do that. Will I be able to be? Ooh, I've got the Magician. What do you got?
Six of Wands in reverse. You're getting yeses and I'm getting nos, so it's gonna be
maybe.
It's still the odds to be 50-50, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Last question. Will I be able to meet my long distance friend this year?
Oh, it's Sally. You have a long distance friend?
I love that.
Jennifer used to be my long distance friend.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it's an anniversary of meeting for the first time in person this week. Yeah. A lot of firsts, this is.
All right. So, will Sully get to meet their long distance friend?
I'm a hell yes. And
you're a hell yes. I got an Ace of Cups.
Yes, and an Ace of Wands.
Ooh, yeah, that's love and lust, friend.
Yeah, that's love and lust. I love this card,
though. A great big go for it. A great big yes. Whatever makes your heart happy and full. Do it. Go for it. Do it.
Oh, this card is so pretty.
Look at all that love on offer too. Like,
ooh. I know there is a lot of yes, sparkly. So yes, you will be able to meet your long distance friend this year.
Mm-hmm.
Start planning.
Enjoy.
Yes. Sully, did you know that if you go onto the Southwest app, you can book vacations and pay them out over a course of time through some payment place? I don't know exactly how that works, but I just figured that out myself. It's pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. Rates are low right now too to book. Best days to book are like on Wednesdays, I think.
Jennifer's always planning vacations for us all the time.
All right, so is this the right time to date again?
Ooh. All
Is
right.
this the right time to date again?
Well, I'm going to say because of astrology that yes, it is the right time to start dating again. Venus has been through the retrograde and the going forward. Venus and Mars are going to be trying to each other for a little while coming up here. And Venus is in Aries and Mars is in Leo. So they're both pretty well positioned for making a start on new relationships and even like a spicy hot start on new relationships. So astrology wise, it is a good time to be thinking about getting out there and having a date. What do the cards say for this time?
Is this the right time to date again? Pew.
Pew.
I've got the World. Ooh.
I got the Knight of Pentacles.
I would
Yes.
say yes. It
But
is the right
listen,
time to date again.
Knight of Pentacles says slow and steady wins the race, okay?
Right.
You know,
Look
pay
at this
attention to what
beautiful
you're
card.
investing yourself in, for sure. But it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
The World. Again, you
It's
got
so
the
pretty.
World. I love it.
Did I have the World before?
Yeah, you on the other deck, but it was somebody
Oh,
thinks the world of you, remember?
I was gonna say I didn't think I pulled this World card. All right. Let's see here. Is this a karmic relationship? Since we got our love cards, is this a karmic relationship? Now, we did a reading earlier and I had that one. I can't remember what card it was, but she was sitting there with that ball there. And I think that's karmic. You know, like I really do think that's karmic. That's something that's been manifested and probably even something that you didn't have any control over. You know, like it's just manifested that you want love and it's come to you.
Yeah.
Is this a karmic relationship? What you got? The Devil. Ooh.
You got the High Priestess and I got the Devil. Those are pretty strong signs, and
Whoa.
I want to say yes, it is a karmic relationship, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be good for you for the long run.
Yeah, maybe that's the best way to say that.
Some of those karmic relationships, they're just there to teach us a lesson and show us what we need to walk away from.
Right. And in the karmic relationship, you know, like the High Priestess says, trust your gut. Okay. Trust anything that you see that bothers you. Like I see red flags all the time, you know, like, well, not all the time, but like, when something hits you, like, just like, ooh, that didn't sit right. You got to use your intuition on that. Okay. You got to use your intuition on that karmic relationship. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Does Kartik loves Akriti?
Does Kartik love Akriti?
Ooh.
Well, let's find out. Kartik and Akriti. I love the similarity of those names.
I do too. I've got the Two of Wands.
I've got the Star.
I would say yes.
Positive, yes.
Definitely.
Yes, Kartik loves Akriti.
Yeah. I like that. I like it. That's positive for love. Let's see here.
Testing positive for love.
Testing positive for love. Testing positive for love. That's funny. Let's see here. I'm just kind of looking around to see what on earth. I'm just not able to see some things that I was able to see before, so just confused.
Okay.
All right. Whatever. All right. Another question. Is my boss satisfied with my work? Is my boss satisfied with my work?
Jennifer, I've been meaning to have a conversation with you about your behavior in the workplace.
I think that's hilarious. Like I work for you, shit.
Does my boss like my work?
I think when your boss likes your work, that they tell you about it.
Yes. And when they don't, they say nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Mhm.
You're welcome. All right, let's see. So we're about an hour in, and my body is starting to wane.
Okay, well, maybe we should go ahead and wrap this up. You want to do one card to rule them all, like guidance for the coming week?
Guidance for the coming week. Sure.
Mhm.
Let's do two though. Let's do one general guidance
Okay.
and then let's switch our decks and then do one for love.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I like
All right. So this is our general guidance for the coming week. We're about to close out.
Get you some.
What is that?
Take
of Swords.
initiative.
Yes. Take initiative. Say the words that need to be said to accelerate your path forward.
Yes.
That's the general guidance for this week, okay?
Right. Do the things.
Say the words and do the
Have
things.
sex if you consent.
Yes. Yes. Go for it.
Ace of Wands.
Yes.
It's like bam, bam. So if it's a hell yes and it's all good and everything is on the up and up on both ends, then
Yay.
yes. I guess that's more of a love thing, but not really. Sex is sex.
Okay, and so guidance for love for the coming week.
Guidance for love.
For all of you lovers out there.
For all of you lovers out there.
Jennifer's my lover.
Lover.
Oh, we have one more question here in the chat.
You do? Where?
Jackie Webster says, "Am I going to be okay?" And I'm going to say yes, Jackie. You're going to be okay.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Let's see. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it to me this says somebody is either coming to take care of or someone is taken care of. There's really something on the way.
Yes.
There's something on the way.
And justice is going to be done. Balance will be restored.
Yes.
Total restoration is possible.
Yes, total restoration is possible. Okay. So we're doing
love guidance for the week ahead.
Right. Love guidance for the week ahead. Ten of Swords.
And the Knight of Cups. Interesting.
Oh, okay. So first and foremost, this is watch your drinks. Don't take drinks from just anyone, okay? Like seriously, watch your drinks.
Yeah.
Swords in your back, okay?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. If you're drinking in public among other people, be careful about your drinks, okay?
Yes. That's good for love. What is yours?
It's the Knight of Cups.
The Knight of Cups. So there's definitely a lover boy coming in that's going to, show you that they emotionally jive with you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't allow it to come to this. I want to do another one. I don't like that. You are demons. You are witches. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stay on for that. Okay. Oh, Mel, I'm going to go to the regular. Okay. So the next yes or no question is, are we demons?
Ooh, am I a demon?
We'll say, are we a demon? And then we'll do, are we witches?
Are we demons?
Thanks, Jeffrey, for participating in the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Are we demons? Hell no, son.
Oh, no. We use our powers for good. Yes, we are old lesbians. I mean, that's just obvious, but.
The High Priestess says that, it's really important to trust your own intuition, your gut guidance, your intuition with everything, to put yourself first, to understand and to love yourself first beyond everything else. And that's not an ego love. That's a real, genuine soul kind of love that you can only get from yourself.
Only
so, are we demons? No, we're not.
We're nice
We'll use.
ladies.
Did you know that Tarot is it Tarocchi? And it's been since the 1400s in Italy. Old lesbians. Yeah. 52. I'm not old yet, baby. And I am a lesbian. Thank you for pointing out the obvious, Captain Obvious. So the next question is are you witches?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know what I wanted to say.
Yes, yes. Mess around and find out.
Yes,
That's what that says.
yeah, I mean, especially when two of us come together and then we talk about manifestation. You understand that, right? It's all a prayer. Yeah. Every single time that words come out of your mouth, you should make sure that they're to be used for the highest good. Okay. We have a new pope. Like, be nice, be kind. I had a doctor say to me once, he's like, block out all that stuff because I'm used to hate coming at me my whole life. It's sad but true, and it's all right. I just fight it with love. And in the end of life, what I want people to remember about me is how I loved them, how I loved my community, how I loved myself, how I loved other people, regardless of who they were. Period. So I think that's the real, I think that's a real way of the light and the truth there.
Thank you for that, Yadira.
Will my boyfriend, Kartha, marry me? No contact situation. Oh, what? Will my boyfriend marry me in no contact situation?
Does he know you want him to marry him?
I don't understand
marry
that.
You.
Will boyfriend, Kartha, marry me? But a no contact situation. So maybe it is. Okay, so have you been ghosted? Or because if there's a no contact order, and I'm not sure if that's what you're meaning, then I mean, I wouldn't be asking about marriage, especially if that's against you. Don't be coming in here bringing that energy. I don't like that. But I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying don't bring it.
Okay, flip card.
All right, so flip card.
Knight of Cups again.
Who did I get? Oh, I gotta look. Two of Pentacles.
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little judicious, Rashmi. You're gonna have to use good judgment to get to that point, okay? Yeah. But yes, it's a possibility you can marry this person.
Right. And if this is something it looks like it might be just something that's just started, and you might have to peel through a few layers to get to the super emotional, the marriage.
Yes.
Love.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Yadira. We think you're awesome. Is Kartik weds with Akriti?
Well, we know that Kartik loves Akriti, so.
Yes. We know that. We've already answered that.
Let's see.
All right. Huh. I've got a 10 of Pentacles. What do you have upside down?
Page of Wands upside down.
I'm not sure about that, honestly. It seems like maybe it is one of you is wanting something more stable and one of you isn't. Like maybe it is that, there's love there, but maybe it's not to the point of, marriage.
Yeah, I don't know that this pairing is ready for marriage.
No.
Doesn't mean you never will be,
so.
But I'm just saying right now.
Right. And this is somebody who's fairly well off and really not easily swayed.
Or in a hurry. Right.
Or in a hurry. Definitely not. Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and wipe.
Did we get all of the?
I think we got all of the questions.
Okay. All right. Well, We are Jennifer and Melanie Rose, Mel Rose. We are here on YouTube, and we really would appreciate if you would subscribe to our channel. It really helps us get that algorithm going. We're really so close to meeting 1,000 subscribers. We're at like 733, and we release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for quick astrology information at 7 a.m. with Mel. She does Astrology Today. And then on Sundays, Mel and I get together and we go live and we talk about the astrology for the upcoming week. And we do another live tarot card reading to start the week. And on Saturday at 3 p.m., I'm going to do a recap, an astro recap. And what that will entail is from our last Astro Insights from last Sunday, I'm going to go through this week and talk about some astrology transits, some planetary transits that have happened, and discuss what I think the current event associated with that. This has been a really big week. As far as news goes, and I've been taking lots of notes, but I just find it interesting to place the energies of the planets and what have you in astrology with the current events, just for history, just for knowledge and for me to understand astrology better and to understand my own chart and how these energies affect me and my big three. So hopefully you'll learn something from me learning, and then Mel will be with me on Sunday to start that next week.
Yes. Sunday at 10, we'll be live to do a preview of the coming week and a live tarot card reading again, friends. So please join us for that.
Hi, Rose the Chosen. Thank you so very much. And hi, Child of the Most High God.
And
we'll see you next week, next Thursday, to do the Tarot Showdown.
Thank you very much for joining us. Catch you in the next one.